everybody, what's going on? Daily Diver here, and welcome back to the channel. As always, if you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we do some amazing dumpster dives and we do episodes every single night, and it's a lot of fun. So anyway, today is not going to be a dumpster dive night. I'm going to bring the second segment to my series that I brought last week and showing you everything that I have used out of the dumpster, mostly all from Kirklands, the way I've decorated my house. So I'll leave a link right on up there from the last episode that I did from my basement, and I'm doing my main floor now. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to show you pretty much everything that I have all from my house from Kirklands pretty much for free, guys. So go ahead and stay tuned and let's get right into this episode. Real quick before we get into this, some of you guys obviously are wondering from last night's episode, leave a link right on up there, if that TV I found last night actually works. So here's a quick little picture I'll show you, and unfortunately what you're going to see, it does not work. The screen is somehow cracked inside, like the screen on the front is not cracked, but I don't know, it does not work, unfortunately. But one good thing is that the boards inside of the TV are actually extremely expensive, so I can pull them out. I can definitely sell them. They're worth like $50 or $60 a piece, so no big deal. The TV actually does not work, unfortunately. So here's a quick picture of that. So now let's get right into this. Starting in this corner of my house here on the main floor. So we got, first off, we have this chair right here. I did find that in Kirklands. Probably maybe a year ago. Definitely, yeah, I think like a year ago. This is an extremely nice chair. The leg on the back there was snapped off, like kind of like bent in half. So I had to pull the leg off and then kind of drill screws right up all on the side and the corners of it and drill upwards. And it actually worked out extremely perfectly fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it now. It's sturdy, you can sit on it, everything is great. So that's an extremely nice find. It's a really nice chair. Not really sure how much that was, but I know it was from Kirklands, so that's an awesome find there. So moving along to the left here, this little plant right here was found in the dumpster as well. So going right on above the plant there, I do have this really nice picture. It's kind of like a religious quote kind of deal. It's really, really nice. Definitely found that at Kirkland's for sure. I'm not sure how long ago. I think I have another one of these, actually, the same exact one, believe it or not. So yeah, the glass is not intact in it. Obviously, most of the time when they throw these things out, the glass is usually broken out of it, but that's no big deal at all. You just take the glass out and it's perfectly fine. So that's an awesome find there. So moving straight back along here, this lamp right here, found in Kirkland's. So what happened with this was the cord was cut on it. So what I had to do was I had to run a new cord all the way up through here and to where the light bulb screws in. But everything works now perfectly fine, no big deal. It looks really nice, it works great. So like I said, I had to run a new cord through it. That was pretty much it. It works perfectly fine after that. This humongous picture I did find at Kirkland's as well. As you can see, you probably can't see, obviously, but there's no glass in it. The glass was shattered out, just like most of the pictures in my house. And right up there in the corner, there's a little tiny nick. You can barely see it, but so this piece here was kind of separated off of the picture frame. Re-stapled everything down and kind of put some glue in there. Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. Absolutely, really. Actually, it's a really nice picture. I like it myself. I think it's really, really nice. So that is an absolute amazing find. That's probably like a $300 picture, I would say. So we got some more fake flowers that we did find at Michael's craft store. It was this little container looking deal here that was found at Kirkland's. So we weren't really sure what to do with it, so my wife kind of used it as a flower vase, and I think it looks extremely nice. And all these flowers we found at Michael's, and we kind of just did a nice little arrangement in there. It looks pretty nice. So moving right along here, we got clock. I don't know if it works, honestly. I never even tried to put batteries in it, so I really don't care. I think it's a really nice clock. That was a really nice find from Kirkland's. So moving right along to the left-hand side here, we got this table. This table was actually purchased, but this lamp right here was found at Kirkland's. I don't really remember anything being wrong with it, actually. Right now, not off the top of my head, but the lamp works perfectly fine. I know this was found in Kirkland's as well. So moving right along here, this tissue box right here, that was actually found, believe it or not, that was found inside of Bed Bath & Beyond. And actually all of these little coasters that I have a couple of them over here, and I have a couple of them over there, and they actually have the initial for my last name, and I did find those in Bed Bath & Beyond as well, which is freaking crazy. So I kind of missed a table right over here. Like I said earlier, I did find those coasters with my initial to my last name on it, which is pretty epic. And then this little wooden kind of table looking thing, I did find that inside of Kirkland's as well, probably like 2 years ago. Not 100% sure. It's been a while, but I've had this for a long time. That lantern I did find in Kirkland's as well, and there's no glass in here at all. So what my wife did is put some flowers inside of it. I think it looks extremely nice. So no big deal. That's a really nice lantern though. I really like the way that looks. It's a nice little vintage look to it. So moving on through over here, I have this light right here and this light right here. Not very often, guys, can you do this, but every now and again you can go to IKEA and they will have a dumpster sitting out back of their store. Believe it or not, there's no joke. So I actually found this light here and this light here in the box probably a year ago behind IKEA inside of the dumpster. Absolutely epic find. It was crazy. I've never actually went to IKEA to go dumpster diving, but for some reason I just drove past there. I saw a dumpster back there, and that's where I got these two lights from. They're actually really not that expensive anyway. They're like $30 a piece, but still an awesome find. So moving on, over here we found this little box right here. It's a little treasure chest looking box. I don't know what actually is inside of it. I don't know what we store. Something in there, probably like remotes or something. I have no idea. But anyway, this little treasure chest box that was found at Michael's store. And then along with this, on top of this entertainment center, this little deal here was found at Michael's as well, I believe. Maybe it was Kirkland, not 100% sure, but I know that these things, little light up fake candle deals, those were not included. But they did find these candles at a separate occasion at Kirkland's as well, so I didn't buy anything there either. This clock right here, this little mini clock right there, that was found at Kirkland's as well, and I did purchase this entertainment center, but it was fairly inexpensive. I think I got that from Target. But a couple things over here was definitely found in the dumpster. And my humongous TV I did purchase. Those picture frames were all found at Kirkland's as well, along with all these fake flowers, and this vase right there was also found at Kirkland's, and the flowers were found at Michael's craft store, and my wife did a nice little arrangement there. So moving up on top of here, this picture and this picture right here actually all came from Kirkland's as well, and the glass is still intact, but behind it, the little thing that you hang the picture up on, both of them were snapped off. So I'm not really sure exactly how my wife hung them up, but somehow she got them to hang up. I'm sure it wasn't too difficult. But all this stuff here was all found at Kirkland's as well. Nice little electric fireplace here I did purchase. But to the left here, this lantern was as well found at Kirkland's, and my wife put a nice little fake candle inside of there. That little piece of glass right there is broken out, and I think on the back all the glass is broken out as well. But guys, you can't really tell. No one's sitting there looking at that kind of stuff. So that's an extremely nice looking lantern there. That was found at Kirkland's. Everything pretty much over here, besides I believe that right there, that little candle holder, and that over there, I believe I purchased everything here. I didn't pay very much money at all for my china cabinet here, but I did buy that, and everything inside of it was either given to us or we bought at some point in time. But I did find these two nice little candlesticks hanging up over there. So moving along this way, actually, I'm sorry, I did find this chair right back there. You can see this, that chair over there does not match any of these chairs to this table, which I did purchase this table as well. That chair was found at Bed Bath & Beyond, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't really remember. I don't know. There's something wrong with it. I think maybe something might be chipped back there in the corner, and it might be broken off. I'm not 100% sure, but it's really nothing wrong with it. Nothing you want to take it out of the dumpster, that's for sure. There was definitely nothing crazy wrong with it. I really didn't think I had to fix anything on that. So that's an awesome find from Bed Bath & Beyond there. So moving along on this wall, this humongous picture, once again, this is probably like another, at least a $200 if not a $300 picture. Same deal as the picture over there. This picture, the glass is broken out, and I'm actually pretty sure that was pretty much it. That was the only thing wrong with it, was the glass was shattered. We just took the glass out, hung it up perfectly fine. So that's another amazing find from Kirkland's as well. These placemats were found at Bed Bath & Beyond, and actually I found at least probably 30 of these same exact placemats at Bed Bath & Beyond at the same exact time. And then I'm pretty sure that's probably it for this table. I'm not 100% positive on these. I think probably these candle holders, yeah, these candle holders did come from Kirkland's as well. Actually, one of them, I believe, was broken somewhere on here, if I remember correctly. I'm almost 100% sure that these candle holders all came from Kirkland's as well. So that pretty much finishes up this whole area here. And here's the TV that we found last night. I'm going to pull this apart and take the boards out of there. I could definitely use them and sell them online because they're definitely worth a couple dollars at least. So moving into my kitchen here, we are almost finishing up the hallway over there. We have that to finish up, and the kitchen, yes, that's pretty much it. So moving into the kitchen, right on top of the refrigerator. The refrigerator, we got a nice little bouquet, fake flower kind of deal. That was found at Michael's probably, I think a long time ago. I think I found that probably like 2 years ago. Yeah, probably at least 2 years ago, actually. So moving right along, all my dishes, obviously I did buy, all that kind of stuff I did purchase. But my Keurig coffee maker, that did come from Bed Bath & Beyond, just like a million other ones that I found a long time ago. So Keurig coffee maker, I did not buy that at all. That was from awesome find at Bed Bath & Beyond. This knife rack here, that did come from Bed Bath & Beyond, and that is extremely expensive. I remember that thing being like at least $100, if not more. If I'm not mistaken, that was like at least $100. That was an amazing find at Bed Bath & Beyond. Along as with this cutting board is extremely expensive, and that was also found at Bed Bath & Beyond. Got a nice little bill cabinet kind of deal here. That was found at Kirkland's as well. And I think that pretty much sums up everything in my kitchen. Oh, besides my little island here. The island I did purchase, but here we got a nice little lantern here and some fake flowers. This lantern came from Kirkland's, and as well as the fake candle. So all this right here came from Kirkland's, and the little carrying deal kind of thing. Oh, I dropped my flowers. Picture right there, God bless this home. That came from Kirkland's. That's an awesome find. We got another picture up there. It says, bless our home and all who enter. That as well came from Kirkland's. And we got a picture of me. I'm trying to block my face out. That picture frame came from Kirkland's. And then we moving right along here. This picture right here, as well as everything else, came from Kirkland's. Nice. Actually, it's really nice. It's a canvas picture. Not really sure, don't remember if anything being wrong with that either. So yeah, that's an awesome find there. And I think that probably wraps up for the pic. Oh, here we go. We got 2 hearts, 2 live. Yep, that was also found with that one we hang up right there. Both of them were found in Kirkland's as well. So finishing up here in the hallway, we got this awesome freaking sick looking clock that does work 100%. You can see it tick there. That was found at Kirkland's as well. I'm not really sure what was wrong with that either. Honestly, I can't remember anything being wrong with it, but it's an extremely nice clock that was found at Kirkland's. Actually, it wasn't even that long ago, probably maybe 5 or 6 months ago. So that's an amazing find there. So moving right along there, this cabinet here found at Kirkland's. Down here, you can see where the leg is a little banged up and it's a little wobbly. So I had to bop a screw right behind that and screw it up. Nothing wrong with that afterwards. Perfectly fine. So that's another amazing find from Kirkland's. And then we got this little deal here. We found this at Kirkland's as well. And I believe the fake little candle in there, I did come from Kirkland's. And what else? I don't think, if we remember correctly, we found this vase at Bed Bath & Beyond. And obviously these flowers came from little fake flowers and fake grapes. They all came from Michael's craft store. So we kind of just threw everything in there. It looks pretty nice. That pretty much sums up that corner. Finishing up over here, guys, we got these 3 lanterns here. These were found at Kirkland's. They're really, really nice. We got like 3 different sizes here. They all came at the same time. Really, really cool. And as well as we have this candle holder right here. That's really nice. It's found at Kirkland's as well. So finishing up actually in this hallway, we got this picture right here as well, just like everything else. There's a couple little scrapes on here. Nothing really too crazy. Have a picture frame right here, all found at Kirkland's. So guys, this pretty much sums up my main floor here. Like I said, go ahead and watch my basement video. You could see what I found and I have in my basement. So this is going to be my main floor, and my next episode will be my upstairs, and it'll pretty much sum everything up. And when I find stuff here and there, maybe I'll do an update video, but this is pretty much going to be it for my main floor. It's really crazy, guys. I thought you guys would enjoy it. Just stuff I found in a dumpster absolutely for free. all from Kirkland's, really expensive stuff, so it's absolutely crazy and I really enjoy it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed as always, and I'll be back tomorrow with a new episode.